And we're in.
Hello and welcome into Maury Courts here in Mount Pleasant. MAC TV Sports bringing you Mid-Michigan College Laker basketball. Here on this Wednesday night, the Lansing Community College Stars coming in to Maury Courts to take on your Lakers. Alongside Nick Toner, I'm Austin Chastain. Welcoming you to a wonderful night of basketball here on MAC TV Sports. Nick, real quick, as we're getting ready to start, what do you like about tonight's game?
I was watching warm-ups, got here pretty early, and this Lansing Stars team's got some shooters. They weren't missing many in warm-ups, so I'm curious on how that's going to translate to the court. And if you're mid, you're coming off a huge win Monday night that we called here with Karlstrom winning it in the final moments. So if you're mid, you want to carry that momentum in.
Got to start quickly. We'll step aside as the PA man's going to do his thing. We'll be right back.
At this time, we ask that you all please rise and direct your attention to the American flag on the east wall for the playing of our national anthem. Now, the starters for Lansing Community College. Number 1, Donnie Garcia. Number 3, Maya Wright. Number 11, Emily Sinclair. Number 20, Ellie Causley. And number 22, Jasmine Coyne. The Stars are coached by Lane Ingram, assisted by Megan Hudson and Tanisha Daniels. And now for your Lakers, Mid-Michigan College. A 5'5" sophomore guard from Flint, number 5, Taleka Wallace. A 5'8" freshman guard from Mount Pleasant, number 22, Satori Griffin. A 5'8" freshman guard from Eagle City, number 24, Olivia Nelson. A 5'7" freshman guard from Harrison, number 32, Alexis Karlstrom. And a 5'8" freshman guard from McBain, number 34, Olivia Niederhood. The Lakers are coached by J.T. Cleveland, assisted by Andrew Snowland, Joe Purvis, and Austin Mayfield.
All right.
There you have Wallace, Griffin, Nelson, Karlstrom, and Niederhood. The starting five for the Lakers tonight. Quick tail of the tape before this one tips off. Looking at some scoring per game comparisons, the Lakers score 70.1 points per game, shoot 35%, almost 36% 30 from the field, and 32% from the three-point line. Lansing scores 48.5 a game, shoots 20% from three, and 30% from the field. Ball is tipped and controlled by Taleka Wallace. We're underway here on MAC TV Sports. Lakers and Stars in an MCC AA matchup. The hero of Monday night's game, Karlstrom, steals it back and drags the defender.
Could have had a traveling call there.
He could have easily had one. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the direction of the Stars. Nick, you mentioned one thing from Monday's game, the thriller against Muskegon with Lex Karlstrom hitting a layup with 0.3 of a second left. You need to carry that momentum. You got to start quick against a sneaky team like Lansing, which comes in to this one 3-12 overall and 2-3 in conference play. You have to start quick. You can't have a quote-unquote let-down game. So that's something you have to keep an eye out for if you're mid.
Especially when these early conference game records can be deceiving.
And a layup there for Jasmine Goins, and Lansing is on the board first. Here's Niederhood on the drive, and got it. Two-two ball game, just over a minute in.
Lakers playing some man-to-man or woman-to-woman.
And Nadi Garcia has her pass stolen away by Olivia Niederhood. On the drive, and she's fouled. Hard foul there. Lots of contact with Jasmine Goins. And the foul's going to go against Goins. Merrifield checks in for Lansing. A little more on Jasmine Goins. 5'6" freshman plus out of Lansing Waverly, home of the Warriors. Here's Lex Karlstrom on the left wing. Finds Wallace. Wallace shot fake. On the right wing, heavily guarded here by Merrifield. The three for Griffin is good.
What a look. Nice dish by Taleka Wallace there to find Griffin in the corner.
Anything else new? Nice dish by Wallace, and a three ball for Merrifield is good. And there's a foul call. This one looks like it'll go against Griffin, and that's her first.
Yeah, Jasmine Goings for Lansing showing the hustle play there, intercepting the inbound pass and getting a quick layup. And then didn't get the bucket to fall, but she got the foul. Excuse me, Elisa Causley with that interception.
And Ellie Causley, a 5'10" freshman out of Cedarville, makes her first, misses the second. Griffin on the rebound. .65 Lansing here in the early going. Here's Wallace, finds Niederhood, finds Karlstrom for three, and that one banks off and no good.
You almost would have liked the Niederhood to take that three instead of dishing it to Karlstrom, who had a girl defending.
Yeah, Niederhood had a wide open three there.
We know this whole mid-roster could shoot the three ball.
Speaking of the three ball, that one's no good from Merrifield. This is Mia Wright, and the shot is not right. She misses. Here's Wallace, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice hands there by the fan.
That's the men's stars team for Lansing down there.
There you go. The pass looking for Karlstrom on the sideline, just a little bit outside. Here's Merrifield. Into Sinclair, and no good. Karlstrom, bring it down. Finds Griffin on the post. What a pass by Karlstrom, but the shot is just off. Rebounded by Griffin himself. The shot, three, is no good for Olivia Nelson. Here's Riley Merrifield. Finds Mia Wright on the left wing. 8 on the shot clock. This is Calsey on the drive and score it. It's 3 for Calsey. And Karlstrom sort of
trying to draw contact there.
And then Olivia Nelson's shot is off, just long on the three ball. And this is Calsey again. And a drive by Jasmine Goins is good, and that's going to be a mid-Michigan timeout. Looks like that will be a 30-second timeout for JT Cleveland. Mid-Michigan College is going to host Grand Rapids Community College on Saturday, January 29th. The women's game tips off at 1 o'clock, men tip at 3. Supporting the Isabella Community Soup Kitchen and Mid-Michigan College Food Pantry, bringing canned foods for admission here at Maury Courts. Again, that's Saturday, January 29th. The Mid-Michigan College Lakers Hunger Games, as the Lakers take on the Raiders of Grand Rapids Community College. Back underway here, 5:50 to go. It's Gracie Nowak, her first action of the night. The 3-ball for Cooper Agama is good. Part Agama on the board.
Big shot there by Agama to keep the Lakers in this ball game early.
10-8, 5.5 to go in first quarter. Nice deflection there by Olivia Nelson, but it's retained by the Stars. And Gracie Nowak with the hustle play. She finds Karlstrom. Karlstrom on the drive. Got it. Her first points of the night. Riley Merrifield for the Stars. Top of the key. Works to the right wing. And a shot no good. Scooped up by Gracie Nowak. Nowak seemed to get away with drive. Agama's 3, bricks no good. Rebound. Messier, excuse me, with the collection and the finish.
6-0 run here by the Lakers over the last 30 seconds or so.
And we're tied at 10.
We're up by 2 now.
Oh. He said, oh. Here's a drive. And pulled back at the last second. Here's a drive by Jasmine Goins, no good. Calsey with the rebound, fights for it. Here's Goins again from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Olivia Nelson. Here's Gracie Nowak, finds Karlstrom on the run. Karlstrom is blocked, lots of contact there. And then Nowak deflects the ball and draws a foul. Jasmine Goins with her second foul. That's the team's second foul. Kokatovic checks in for the first time. Jade Kaufman also checks in for Mid-Michigan. .347 to go here in the first quarter. 12-10. Mid-Michigan leads it. As part of a 6-0 run, the Lakers haven't been enjoying it over the last couple of minutes. Kokatovic on the right wing. Here's Nowak, top of the key. Kaufman finds Kokatovic, spin move, off the back, rim and out, no good. That's Sky Lockhart on the rebound. Merrifield drives it and is fouled. Agama with the foul call. That's her first of the night. And that's Garcia on the drive. No good. And that one is going to stay down here. It looked like it might have tipped off of Lockhart's fingers as it went out, but the official obviously saw something we didn't, so we'll stay here with the Stars. This one's inside to right. Drop step on Kokatovic. No good. Kokatovic with the rebound. Here's Cooper Agama. Sort of lost the dribble there for a second. Finds Nowak, who finds Kokatovic, who is fouled on the drive.
first foul was on Sky Lucker. Her first
Great hustle there by Kokatovic. Collects the board at one end, runs the floor, gets the inbound pass in stride, takes it straight to the bucket.
Kokotovic's first rebound is off. Chloe Kokatovic, a 5'10 freshman out of Gladwin. I made a mistake somewhere, but out of Gladwin, the Flying G's. And she makes her second. She's on the board. Sort of half-court pressure here by Gracie Nowak. And this is Kayla Vandermeer. The Stars working inside, and that one's stolen away by Gracie Nowak. Quick hands. And a lob pass plus quick hands from Wright, and Wright finds Garcia, who is fouled by Gracie Nowak.
Tough call there on Nowak. She had the wherewithal to turn her body mid-stride and tap the ball away. She just must have got some contact with the legs or the hands there. Sometimes I think I even wonder if plays like that even catch the officials off guard. So they just kind of like reaction blow the whistle.
I think so, because you don't expect a steal that quickly, that low. You kind of almost have to blow the whistle. Inbound pass here to Calsey. She's guarded by Messier. Three ball for Riley Merrifield is good. That's her second three ball tonight. Gave her 6 points, and it's a 13-all ball game. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And they're going to get a travel call against Cooper Agama. 2:02 to go, tied up at 13.
Lakers pressing the whole floor here defensively.
It's Agama really applying the pressure there, and a long two for Vandermeer is no good. Nowak on the rebound, and she finds Cooper Agama, who's going to run the floor. Agama on the drive, kicks it to Kaufman. Kaufman drives it, shoots it, and is blocked.
Kaufman wanted to catch and shoot that. She just couldn't get a clean catch.
And a drive for the Stars is no good, as Vandermeer was just off with the layup. Here's Cooper Agama on the drive. Ellen works through a ton of contact, and Gracie Nowak knocks the ball away, and it's going to be off of Lansing, and it will stay down here with the Lakers. And there's our comically long substituting horn again.
Wholesale changes for the Lakers here as Nelson, Karlstrom, and Griffin back in.
Messier, Agama, and Kokatovic all have a seat for Mid-Michigan. Here's Gracie Nowak on the left wing. Karlstrom for three, bounces off, no good. This is Wright, and she finds Merrifield, who finds the bottom of the bucket. That's her third three of the quarter, 9 points for Merrifield, and 16-13, 1 minute to go for a Lansing lead. Gracie Nowak was sort of the fake out. I don't even know what you'd call that.
That was a look fake there. She just moved her head, and the girl pivoted, and she drove right by her.
So Gracie Nowak will go to the line for a pair. Sinclair checks in Sinclair checks back in for the Stars. And here's Gracie Nowak. She'll shoot a pair of free throws. 5'8" freshman plus out of Maurice. First one is no good. And Nowak's second free throw is up and good. That's her first point of the night. 47 and change here left. Lakers running sort of a half-court trap. About 18 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
We haven't seen much trap or pressing by the Lakers in previous games, so they had to have been working that on practices over the last couple of days.
And a drive by Nadi Garcia finds the bottom, and she is fouled. Jade Kaufman.
I don't recall them pressing Muskegon very much at all Monday night. So Coach Cleveland must feel that this Lansing squad must be a little speedier, a little better in transition, trying to slow them down any way he can.
Kind of have to here. And the one free throw by Nani Garcia is no good. It was her first points of the night. 3 ball by Karlstrom is no good off the rim, and it looks like it'll stay down here with 7 seconds left here in this first quarter. 18-14. Lansing leads it. Looks to be a bit of a zone look here for the Stars, and a 3 ball. Book it for Jade Kaufman.
That's Kaufman's spot on the floor, that far wing.
And that is how our first quarter will come to an end. It is 18-17. Lansing leads it. You are watching Laker basketball here on MAC TV Sports.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Welcome back to Maury Courts. We're getting set for this second quarter here on MAC TV Sports. Alongside Nick Toner, I'm Austin Chastain. Solid first quarter leaves the Stars ahead by 1. And the Stars inbound it, and it's stolen away by Taleka Wallace. And Wallace commits a foul. That's her first, and that's team first of the second quarter. Lansing working right to left across your screen in the royal blue uniforms with white trim with some gray accents and white font with gray trim. As a 3 ball is no good for Merrifield. Rebound by Nelson. Mid-Michigan now working left to right across your screen, as Kaufman's 3 is short and will bounce out of bounds. The Lakers in all white uniforms with navy blue trim, navy blue font, and Carolina blue trim around the font. I will say Mid-Michigan has some solid threads this year.
Yeah, new threads this season for both men's and women's this year.
Both look solid.
I'm a little partial to what they had before with the Laker wings on the shorts. I thought that was a kind of a fresh look, but you can't go wrong with clean, though. Just a stripe down the side.
Absolutely. Here's Satori Griffin for 3. The line drive. Long ball is good. That's her second 3 of the night, and she's got 6.
That puts the Lakers back on top.
20-18. 9 minutes exactly here to go in this first half. And Goins finds a pass on the run. Here's Garcia for 3. Book it.
Griffin late rotating on that defensive pressure. Gives up the wide open shot from the wing.
Give Garcia 5. (21-20). Lansing leads it. Here's Griffin, 15 on the shot clock, finds Nelson, who finds Karlstrom on the low block, and what a beautiful move by Lex Karlstrom to find the bottom. 22-20. That's 4 points for Karlstrom. Satori Griffin applying a ton of defensive pressure against Garcia. Garcia made a mistake, and a timeout is going to be called. Timeout Lansing, and it'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a break. You're watching Laker basketball here on MAC TV Sports. Welcome back here to Maury Courts in Mount Pleasant. Mid-Michigan basketball on MAC TV Sports alongside Nick Toner. I'm Austin Chastain. 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and the Lakers lead at 22-21. Nick, before we go back to action here, real quick, tell me what have you seen? What have you noticed?
Lakers, they're getting good looks. They're just not getting into the fall here early, and I think their defensive pressure has been pretty good. You got to credit the Stars for hitting the shot that they've made. So if Lakers could pick up their shooting percentage, I feel like they can run away with this game. I don't want to say it's early here now, but I don't think that Lansing's the better squad.
Mid-Michigan certainly played like the better team, but Lansing also has showed a lot of hustle. And as we've mentioned before, it's not a deep squad here, as the shot from Calsey is no good.
No, Lansing only fields 9 players, so.
And the long ball for Kaufman is no good. Rebounded by Griffin, and she gets it to Cooper Agama. Top of the key, drives it left. 3 ball for Kaufman is no good. That missed everything. Here's a drive by Garcia. That one's no good. Niederhood with the rebound. Here's Karlstrom on the right side. She gets it back to Niederhood on the drive, bounces around. And a great play by Cooper Agama. Great also play to tip it back to Olivia Niederhood.
Lakers reset their offense here.
10 on the shot clock. Griffin driving on the right wing. Finds Karlstrom from the elbow. No good.
Another offensive board.
And another great board by Griffin. And a 3-ball. Cooper Agama for 3. That's her second.
I've always said offensive rebounds are your offense's best friend.
This is Nadi Garcia. Lansing Eastern High School. 5'5" freshman. Works it inside to Sky Lockhart, and she finds the bottom as she just kind of shoves over Olivia Niederhood. That's Lockhart's first pair. Lockhart out of Grand Ledge. Here's Agama on the spin and a block. And, they're going to get a foul call against Lockhart here. That's going to be her second.
Great play there by Riley Merrifield to get that block, but too much body contact.
So let's send Cooper Agama to the line. Agama, a 5'5" freshman plus out of McBain. The first free throw for Agama is good. Give her 7 points on the night. 6:27 to go here in the second quarter, 26-23, and Lakers lead it. Agama with another free throw make. That gives her 8 points on the night. Lakers lead it by 4. And a great deflection there by Satori Griffin. Griffin drives it and scores it. That's 8 for Griffin. 6-point lead for the Lakers. Oh, and they're going to tag Agama with a foul there. That's her second. Team second. Here's Goins for the Stars, top of the key. She works through about 4 different defenders there, and the shot is off, a bit short. Karlstrom on the rebound. Great pass.
Wow.
Great finish by Olivia Niederhood.
What a find by Karlstrom. Eyes constantly up court looking for somebody.
And Griffin knocks it away, and it'll stay down here with the Stars. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout by the Lansing Stars. Mid-Michigan College and the Mid-Michigan College Community College Athletic Association is hosting the MCCAA Hunger Games. It's an event bringing the conference together to try to end hunger. Bring canned foods for admission to Saturday's game on January 29th against Grand Rapids Community College. Women tip-off at 1 p.m. and the men tip-off at 3. And this benefits the Isabella Community Soup Kitchen and the Mid-Michigan College Food Pantry.
Great cause here in Mid-Michigan.
Back to action here, 5.5 to go in this first half. Lakers lead at 31-23. 10 seconds on the shot clock and a drive and score by Ellie Calsey. That's her 5th point of the night.
I apologize. I'm about 17 seconds off the pace with my clock management, but easy enough to catch up.
Taleka Wallace, nice shot fake there and a beautiful floater. Give her 2 points. Her first 2 of the night. And a shot by Calsey was no good. Here's Taleka Wallace again. Wallace on the drive, and she is fouled.
What an effort there.
Looks like that's going to go against Riley Merrifield.
Taleka Wallace has that on the wing there, gives her defender a little bit of a shimmy, drives right into the lane, draws the contact.
She's so crafty and creative. She can create her own shot and create shots for others. She'll shoot 2, and the first one is off. Taleka Wallace, a 5'5" sophomore out of Flint Hamady. 33-25 as Wallace's second attempt is up and good. Kokatovic will check back in as Niederhood will have a seat.
Coach Cleveland rotating his players often here in this first half.
Trying to keep those legs fresh, something we saw in the Muskegon game on Monday night. They needed it. 86-84 win over the Jayhawks here on Monday night. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3 ball is good for Riley Merrifield. She's having quite the first half.
What a shot under pressure from Merrifield there.
Shot clock ticking away, and that's a dozen points for Merrifield. Yeah. Here's Gracie Nowak, left wing, nice long extended pass. Kokatovic on the bottom mishandles it, and it's a turnover. Stars on the break. Slow it down, and a 3 ball is off the front rim and out for Merrifield, no good. Here's Nowak with some pace. Finds Messier. Finds Karlstrom for 3, no good. Kokatovic finds the rebound, and the pass is tipped, but it finds its target. And Messier is blocked. And the Lakers sort of reset here with Wallace. 8 on the shot clock, got to do something. Kokatovic. What a find by Taleka Wallace to Chloe Kokatovic, who steps around her defender and finishes off the glass. 36-28, Mid-Michigan leads it. 3 minutes to go in the first half. A great hustle play there by Gracie Nowak, and JT Cleveland's going to get a timeout, and he's going to get a 30-second timeout.
What a hustle play by Coach Cleveland.
We talk about hustle with Gracie Nowak and the rest of the Laker roster, but yeah, you're right, JT Cleveland with a great hustle play there.
Nowak dives to fall on that, and as soon as she lands, he's already throwing the tee at the official to give me the whistle.
Great job there. 2:43 to go, 36-28. Mid-Michigan leads it. got to keep up those hustle plays, and that's how you keep momentum that we've been talking about all game long, and sustaining that momentum that you had from the Muskegon win, continuing that momentum here. Lakers done a pretty good job of that.
They're starting to establish themselves on the offensive end. They're playing a tighter defense. They're not giving out those outside shots that gave away in the first quarter.
And here's Nowak out of the timeout to Griffin. And Griffin sort of loses it there for a second. Here's Taleka Wallace on the drive, picks up her dribble, finds Griffin at the top of the key for three, no good. And a hustle play there by Taleka Wallace. Nowak on the drive finds Wallace. Wallace finds a three ball. That's 6 points for Taleka Wallace, and the Lakers lead it by 11. And here's Jasmine Goins for three. Banks it, no good. Satori Griffin with the rebound. Here's Gracie Nowak. 100 seconds left in the first half. I honestly thought Wallace was going to shoot that from the yellow volleyball line there, and I was going to be stunned if she had made it. But in any event,
I wouldn't put it past any of these girls in this Laker offense to hit a shot from that volleyball stripe.
I wouldn't either, as Wallace's three ball is long and no good. And Satori Griffin with a block. Great hustle play on the defensive end for Satori Griffin. This is Nelson and Karlstrom checking back in as Nowak
and Messier take a seat.
Messier will both have a seat. 1:13 to go in the second quarter. 39-28. Mid-Michigan leads it. Satori Griffin trying, and she gets another block. Satori Griffin with two blocks on that defensive trip, and that ball kind of rolled off of Wallace's foot and goes out of bounds.
Just behind Griffin there with that pass. A little bit unfortunate for the Lakers.
1 minute to go here in this first half. The Stars work it to Lockhart at the top of the key. And Nelson gets tagged with a foul.
She's a little early getting her hand in there for that.
In the game for the Lakers, Jane Kaufman.
Caught Causley in the side of the face there with her forearm reaching for that pass.
Causey inbounds it to Garcia, who finds right at the top of the key. 14 on the shot clock, 46 on the game clock. The layup is no good. That's off Kokatovic, and it'll stay down here. 11 seconds now separate the game clock and the shot clock. 41 seconds to go. Nope, excuse me, 21 seconds as it was an offensive rebound. So 20 seconds separate the game clock and shot clock. And Garcia finds it in the backcourt. 15 on the shot clock. She's guarded by Wallace. The three ball for Lockhart is good. Sky Lockhart, the center. 5'9" center.
She was just kind of standing there at the top of the key the whole possession. The Lakers kind of like lost track of her. She knocks down the wide open look.
Might as well pop it. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go here in the first half. This is Jade Kaufman on the left wing. Picks up her dribble. Finds Taleka Wallace. 4 seconds. Wallace for three. No good. And rebounded. And that is how our first half will come to an end. Mid-Michigan 39. Lansing 31. We'll take a break. You're watching Laker basketball here on MAC TV Sports.
Hi, I'm Amy Bunting, and I'm the director here at Morey Courts Recreation Center. Here at Morey Courts, we have 127,000 square feet of fun. We have 4 high school length basketball courts, we have 2 collegiate maple courts, and we have 2 collegiate size multi-purpose courts. So when you're at Maury Courts, you can come and you can play anything that you can think of: volleyball, basketball, racquetball, pickleball, all the things that you can possibly imagine that would be fun for you for recreation or even for fitness. At Maury Courts, when you have a membership here, you have a membership for a fitness center, and we've got McLaren Fitness over on 3 Leaves Drive that's also a part of our memberships. So it's like 2 in 1. Also, you have choices when it comes to purchasing your memberships. Depending on if you're a student or a senior citizen, you may get a discount, or if you're a member of some place that is a corporate partner of ours. Otherwise, you can also choose if you want just weight and fitness or if you want access to the whole shebang. Either way, bring your family down. In fact, once a month, you can come try it out on the first Friday of every month for free, as long as you bring us a non-perishable canned good for our food pantry. In addition, we also like to support the community. We partner with vendors that are local for all the industry that we do business with here. In addition, we have programming that is tying into programs like Transitions That Count, Connections That Count, MMI, and many more. Also, we've got, like I mentioned, a food pantry at the front of house, and we've got a take it or leave it coat and boots rack for our cold weather months in Michigan, which obviously last forever. Maury Courts is privileged to be a hospitality business model. So what we really like to do is bring in Michigan brand basketball and volleyball tournaments, but also brands from all over the region. So we're pretty fortunate to do businesses with entities like Gus Macker, Triple Threat Basketball, Michigan Mystics Basketball, and a lot more. And we're growing. So keep your eyes peeled for all the things that Maury Courts is going to have to offer on the weekends from now on. So if you're so inclined, why don't you check us out on our website? It's brand new, maurycourts.com, or come down. We're at 5175 East Remus Road. We'd really love to see you. My team is amazing, and it's Team Maury that's been keeping this place going. I'm very grateful for them, and we're very grateful for you. Sports lovers, meet here.
Hello, my name is Judy.
Amy,
Jillian.
Amy,
It's Dawn.
Recently, we joined friends, family, students, community members, and fellow MID employees to engage in a lifelong learning class.
our topic of choice was American Sign Language.
MID offers a wide variety of lifelong learning classes, including
Dog training,
Arts and crafts,
Photography and outdoors.
financial planning.
and many, many more.
We hope to see you in class soon.
Want to find more information? Check our website, www.midmish.edu.
Thank you.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hadsweb.org.
Welcome back here to Maury Courts in Mount Pleasant. About 100 seconds left of halftime here on MAC TV Sports. Alongside Nick Toner, I'm Austin Chastain. Nick, real quick, what were some of your thoughts from the first half and kind of what needs to happen in the second half?
If you're mid, you continue to dominate the offensive boards. They have 8 already compared to 2 for Lansing. Those second half points, if you add it up, it probably equals this lead that they have here. They gotta slow down the Stars' 3-point shooting. I think the Stars are shooting like close to 70% from behind the arc and under 30 from the field. So they gotta lock down that perimeter defense and keep boarding on the offensive end. Keep getting those second half points and keep building this lead up and try to stifle what looks to be a really quick 3-point shooting Stars team.
Those are at least one of my 3 keys. My 3 keys going into the second half: keep shooting slugger. The Lakers are shooting 33% from 3-point land and 39% from the field. You gotta keep up those numbers, and you keep those numbers up, maybe improve those numbers a little. I'm not gonna say it's a runaway, but comfortable win. It could turn into a comfortable win. As you said, Nick, clean up the boards. It's a 25-9 Mid-Michigan advantage after the first half. And this one's got 2 meanings. You got to knock down the Stars. Again, as you said, find a way to eliminate the 3-point shooting for Lansing and find a way to slow down Nadi Garcia and Riley Merrifield in the second half, which will get started here momentarily.
Okay, got to keep them off the perimeter. That's where they're doing. That's where they're hurting the Lakers right now. Is perimeter.
And the second half will get started with an inbound from Karlstrom to Wallace. Lakers working right to left across your screen in the all-white uniforms, navy trim, navy font with Carolina blue trim. And Karlstrom tips it away and tips it to herself. Layup on the drive, no good. And it's going to be a jump ball. Lansing will take it back. Lansing in the all-blue uniforms working left to right across your screen. All blue uniforms, white font, white trim on the uniforms with some gray accents and gray trim on the font. This is Ellie Calsey. And a 3-ball for Merrifield is off. Here's Karlstrom.
Not off by much. That went halfway down and then popped back out. So.
And Satori Griffin puts her in double digits and puts the lead at double digits, 41-31. 9 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Curious on what Coach Lane Ingram told his Stars team at halftime on what they need to do to get back into this ball game.
And that's going to be a charge. Olivia Niederhood. Ellie Calsey on the drive.
Great awareness by Niederhood to make sure her feet was outside of that charge circle.
And that her feet were set. Here's Karlstrom in the left corner. Taleka Wallace sort of mishandles the catch there, but she finds it and finds Karlstrom. Karlstrom, oh, that shot just rimmed off. Here's Merrifield, who finds Goins. Goins on the drive. Ooh, and maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack foul there against Olivia Niederhood, but nonetheless,
yeah,
that's her first personal foul.
Been kind of impressed with the officials so far this game. They've been seem to be letting the players play a little more, not really nailing people for slapping hands and that kind of ticky-tack stuff.
Some of what we saw against Muskegon. This is Calsey, and it's stolen away. Here's Karlstrom. Karlstrom finds Wallace on the break. Wallace finds Griffin, who finds the bottom of the basket.
What a look by both Karlstrom and Wallace.
And then impressive by Griffin to finish the fast break. And it's a 12-point Laker lead. And the high glass shot by Garcia is no good. Long stretch pass to Griffin, and Griffin is fouled.
That just rolled off the back of the rim, too. She almost had that down for the three-point play.
That's Merrifield's team second of this quarter.
Griffin's been kind of a standout player here tonight. A lot of blocks, 3 blocks in the first half. Showing a lot of energy thus far in the second.
A dozen points already for Satori Griffin, a 5'8" freshman out of Mount Pleasant. She's an Oiler. Misses the front end. And the second one is good for Griffin. Give her 13 points on the night. And a foul here. Looks like it's going to go against Karlstrom. Her first, team second of this third quarter. Wright struggled to find an inbound pass, and kind of a weird play there on the trap on the sideline, and Wright ends up finding the bottom of the basket. 44-33, 7:05 to go in this third quarter. Wallace on the drive, and sort of a circus shot goes wayward. And here's Wright on the break. And a nice play there by Satori Griffin to break up what looked to be a three-point attempt coming for Merrifield, who quickly checked back into. I don't think she ever checked out. This is Jasmine Goins. She's trying to direct traffic, but that Laker defense is pretty stingy over there.
Nice man-to-man defense here shown by the Lakers. Keeping the ball in front of them. Nice help there by Messier.
And Messier with the rebound. Wallace finds Griffin. Griffin on the drive. Book it. Satori Griffin. She's got 15 points. It's a 13-point Laker lead. Just over 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. Merrifield on the drive. Nice floater there by Riley Merrifield. She's got 14 on the night. Here's Taleka Wallace on the right wing. And a stretch pass. And then a pass by Nelson is just over the outstretched hands of Caitlin Messier. Wallace and Nelson will have a seat as Agama and Nowak check back in for the Lakers. On a nice steal there by Satori Griffin. On the trap with Gracie Nowak, and Nowak on the block. Misses her first shot. She gets her own offensive rebound, and then it goes off of a Laker hand. He says with a question marks, it looked like it went off of a star player, but the official right on top of it. And it'll go to Lansing. 46-35, 5.5 to go here in the third quarter here on MAC TV Sports. This is Nadi Garcia. .12 on the shot clock. Here's a drive by Goins and book it. That's 6 for Goins. Here's Gracie Nowak with her team up by 9. And she's fouled. Goins with the foul, her third personal, team third of the quarter. Kaufman will check in as Griffin will have a seat. So it's Nowak, Agama, Messier, Karlstrom, and Kaufman. The 5 on the floor for the Lakers. Karlstrom got it off the pass.
What an inbound play there by the Lakers.
Great pass there by Nowak. Solid screen there to free up Karlstrom for the layup, and the Lakers back up 11. His drive by Merrifield is no good. Nowak on the rebound. She'll lead the charge on the fast break here. Finds Kaufman, who finds Messier, who turns it over.
A little bit of a lazy pass there. Easily picked off by Garcia.
And then Messier is going to be called for the foul. Team third of the quarter. That's Messier's first personal. And a drive inside with Calsey was no good, but the rebound, and there's a lot happening down in the key, and it looks like we have a kicked ball.
Unsure how that ball would have been kicked with Agama down there around
maybe it got
down the
nudged.
feet of the Stars player.
Maybe it got nudged by a foot, and a nice deflection there by Gracie Nowak to sort of slow up the momentum for the Stars on this offensive possession. Here's Merrifield on the drive. No good. Karlstrom with the rebound. Lex Karlstrom, great long pass to Nowak. And then Nowak, just a foot too quick, throws it away. Great full court pressure here by Nowak, as the Stars look to cut into this 11-point deficit. Kokatovic set to check back in for the Lakers next time. Here's a drive by Calsey. Finds Wright on the drive. And no good. Nowak with the rebound. That shot from Wright just kind of bounced around. Kaufman looked to catch and shoot, couldn't. That's Karlstrom. The shot from the elbow is no good. Kaufman on the wing, look to shoot. Oh,
What a
nice
dish.
ball fake there. Caitlin Messier. Beautiful, beautiful pass there by Jade Kaufman to find Messier.
What a dish that was.
And the Lakers lead by 13, 50-37. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Three ball is no good for Merrifield. And Mia Wright with a nice hustle there. And Kokatovic will check back in as Karlstrom will head to the bench. Kokatovic 3 points on the night. Karlstrom was 6. Here's Gracie Nowak. She's got a point. But she's made all kinds of defensive plays that won't necessarily show up in the scorebook. Nice pass inside. Agama for 3. Yes, ma'am, give it to her. What a shot. That's 11 for Cooper Agama. 16-point lead for the Lakers. And a bit of a mishandle there by Kayla Vandermeer. She collects it and finds Sky Lockhart, who finds Nadi Garcia, who
Unable to handle a heavy dribble there by Garcia. She had the cut, she had the lane, just a little bit of a heavy dribble there, got a little bit out of control on her.
Taleka Walsh will check back in as Gracie Nowak will have a seat. 1:57 to go, 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Stars. Lockhart working on Kokatovic, and Lockhart hits the deck, and Kokatovic is going to be called for a foul. Oh, Messier, they're going to call Messier on the foul. Her second personal. 4th team foul, and one more, and the Stars will shoot for the rest of the quarter. Lockhart working on Kokatovic. Shot is short, and Kokatovic deflects the ball back in. Looked like she was going to go to the baseline to Cooper Agama. Here's Agama on the right wing. Works the top of the key. Spin move. Finds Caitlin Meshier. And a foul call as the ball was kind of working its way to Kokatovic.
That was a nice look inside by Mesher on the drive there to try to get the ball to Kokatovic.
And Olivia Nelson will check back in for the Lakers as Caitlin Meshier will have a seat.
Lakers are being really aggressive off the ball here on offense. Lots of cuts, lots of misdirection. Trying to keep the Stars defense off balance.
Wallace finds the inbound pass. Kaufman for three. Oh, it just rattled out. No good. Lockhart fiercely collects that rebound. And the three ball for Calsey is no good. And a nice pass there. That was Kaufman into Nelson, and Nelson draws the foul from Ellie Calsey. That's Calsey's second.
Yeah, Nelson does a great job there to draw that contact as she's trying to get that shot away. On full tilt, on a full run there.
And Nelson makes her first, that's her first point of the night. Olivia Nelson, a 5'8" freshman out of Beale City.
Kind of a quiet night for her from what we're used to.
And the Beale City Aggie makes her second. That's 2 points for her as it's now 55-37. Quietly exploded to an 18-point lead. And it's going to be a travel. It looks like Wright might have shuffled her feet just a little bit too much.
It's a lot of what I spoke about there at halftime. Just they're limiting the perimeter shots. They're still, like you said, they're dominating the board still, offensively and defensively. So I'm not surprised to see this lead at 18 points.
Talika Wallace on the left wing, excuse me. Can tell my left from my right there for a second. Gets into Nelson. Nelson tries to go cross key to Chloe Kokatovic, and that one is stolen away. And a nice hustle play there by Nadi Garcia, but it's turned over. Olivia Nelson on the drive, working down the sideline.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, what a pass!
What a finish.
Cooper Agama with the score. Give her 13 points.
Cooper Agama is fired up after that finish.
And who wouldn't be? I mean, I'm fired up. I'm over here jumping at the table. It'll be one shot for Cooper Agama. She's already got 13 points, 5'5" freshman out of McBain. And the free throw is no good, rebounded by Wright for Lansing.
There's a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Nadi Garcia we get back to the action here. Kaufman's three is no good, and this is going to be a foul on Satori Griffin, her second, team third.
All right.
62-39 here, just over 8 minutes to go. And this one will go out of bounds right in front of us. That's Riley Merrifield. Kind of scoops under our tower here to bring the ball back to the official. And a bad pass there by Jasmine Goins will give the ball back to the Lakers. 7:57 to go, and now a full court press set up here by the Stars. Oh, a great pass by Lex Karlstrom. Are you kidding me? And Satori Griffin had her shot blocked away. Olivia Nelson had her shot blocked out. And the Lakers get nothing out of it. drive by Merrifield is no good. Goins on the putback, no good. And it'll go to the Lakers. Stick around after this game, not only for the men's game here on MAC TV Sports, but we'll also have women's coach JT Cleveland on for a little post-game show. So stick around for that after this one wraps up and prior to the men's game. Here's Lex Karlstrom, and she's fouled. Oh, she's fouled hard. She takes a hard fall, but she's back up. That's 4 against Jasmine Goins, team first of this fourth quarter. Here's Taleka Wallace after the inbound, looked like from Griffin. And Griffin, oh, I thought I heard a whistle.
Must have been on an opposite court here.
It must have been on another court. We've heard some buzzers that were coming from other courts here at Morey Courts. And the long three is no good for Merrifield. Here's Satori Griffin running the floor. Here's Taleka Wallace on the left wing.
Yeah, I believe we have a game going across the floor from us, and we also have a game going to the left of us.
And Niederhood stepped out of bounds on the sideline, just that left foot sort of dragged out.
I do want to, again, apologize for the technical issues we had here to start the second half. A little bit of network issues here at Morey Courts. But hopefully we've got that solved, and we should be good to go the rest of the way.
Just under 7 minutes to go, 62-39, Mid-Michigan leads it. And the long two by Calsey, is no good. And we have a foul underneath. Olivia Niederhood on the foul call. Kokatovich, Nowak, and Agama check back in as Karlstrom, Wallace, and Griffin will all have a seat. Emily St. Clair at the line for the Stars. 5'9" freshman out. Oh, no free throws here. This will be an inbound underneath. And they get the inbound to Kayla Vandermeer. Here's Emily Merrifield. Nope, Riley Merrifield, excuse me. And the long two for Emily Sinclair is good. That's her first bucket of the night. And Caitlin Messier kind of just mishandles the catch and has it go between the wickers and will go out of bounds. 6.5 to go, 62-41. Mid-Michigan leads it. As we said, just kind of the keep up the shooting percentages and you're going to find your way. And that's what Mid-Michigan has done here in the second half and limit Lansing from doing what it likes to do most, and that's shoot the three ball.
It sounds cliche, but you got to make your shots.
Got to make your shots, and we have a tie-up. And the Stars will take it back. You know, one thing I like about this Mid-Michigan roster is it seems like everybody has equal playing time.
Yeah.
You don't have many, and I get it, you know, it's a community college league, but you don't see many people on these rosters take much time away, as the shot for Riley Merrifield is off and no good. Here's Niederhood on the drive and finish, and she got it. Wow. 6 points for Olivia Niederhood. And we've seen that with Lansing tonight, too, a small roster carrying just 8 players in tonight's game. As the shot for Calsey is good for 3. Ellie Calsey with 8 points. 5'10" freshman out of Cedarville, and 24, that's Riley Merrifield with her 4th personal, 2nd team foul of this 4th quarter. 64-44, 5:03 to go. And that one will go out of bounds and go to the Stars. And here's a shot from Causey's, no good. Rebounded by Sinclair, and there will be, is that a foul call?
Lakers fouls on Cooper Agama, her third.
That'll be a foul call against Cooper Agama. Her third. That's team fifth, so the Stars will shoot free throws for the rest of the night. 4:31 to go. It's a 20-point ball game, and this will be a timeout. Looks like a full. This will be a full timeout. So let's take a break. You're watching Laker basketball here on MAC TV Sports.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Welcome back to Maury Courts here with 4:31 to go. Lakers lead at 64-44. Here on MAC TV Sports, Austin Chastain alongside Nick Toner here. And Nick, as we get ready to get back to action here, the Lakers have done what they needed to do to kind of put this game out of reach.
I mean, out of reach through three quarters, but there's a lot can happen at this level. 20 points is a lot, but we've seen this Lansing team. They shot almost 70% from three in the first half.
Absolutely.
All they got to do is catch fire, and they can be right back in this quicker than you know it.
That's right. So this is Emily Sinclair at the line. 5'9" freshman makes her first. That's 3 points for her tonight. The 5'9" freshman out of Olivet High School. Sinclair misses the second. And the Lakers go quick. Oh, man. A pass deflected.
What a play.
Loose ball. Now it's finally collected by Olivia Nelson. And Gracie Nowak will slow it down. That ball tipped about 3 or 4 different Lakers and then 3 or 4 different Star players.
Got to shoot it. Got to get rid of it.
Got to get rid of it. 1 on the shot clock, and the shot clock goes off. So that was strange. There were 2 seconds on the left end across on your screen, and then the one on the right end went off. That was strange.
Spooky.
Spooky. You're right. And that'll be a traveling.
Regardless of whether it's spooky or not, great defensive stop there by the Stars.
That was a great stop.
If you want to get back in this game, those are the building blocks.
You need to have more of those, but it might be, will it be a question of too little too late here with 3:40 to go in this fourth quarter. Nowak tries to find Messier, but it's tipped away by Wright and collected by Causey. Right at the free throw line, gets it to Merrifield, back to right at the top of the key. She drives it. Sinclair shoots it, no good. Three ball by Agama is off the front rim and no good. Here's Mia Wright, drives it, and she dribbles it off her foot, but it looks to be deflected, so it will stay down here. And into Sinclair, and she'll sink it. I mean, Sinclair with 5 points, and it's a 17-point ball game. 2:55 to go here in this fourth quarter. Here's Cooper Agama for three from the wing. Got it. That's 16 for Cooper.
Puts the lead back to 20 for the Lakers here.
2.5 to play here in this fourth quarter. Just a reminder, stick around after this game and before the men's game. We'll have women's coach JT Cleveland on for a little post-game show leading into the men's game here on MAC TV Sports. And a drive by Merrifield is no good. Agama finds Nowak. Oh, just lost it. .2:11 to go in this fourth quarter. If you're Lansing, if you want to try to get back into this thing, you've got to move. You've got to do it now. And this will be a foul call. Looks like it's going to go against Niederhood.
Lakers fouls on Caitlin Mesher, her third.
Nope, Caitlin Mesher with the foul call.
For the Stars, Riley Merrifield.
Niederhood's on the bench, excuse me. So here's Riley Merrifield, a 5'5" freshman plus guard out of Grand Ledge. She missed her first. She's had quite a night, 14 points. Just 2 here in the second half.
That Laker defense has been playing much better here in the second half on the perimeter.
And she misses them both. Olivia Nelson on the rebound. And there's a whistle. Looks like a foul call.
Stars fouls on Maya Wright, her first.
Maya Wright, her first. Team third. So Olivia Nelson will go to line. 2 points tonight for Olivia, both on those free throws that we had earlier. That's her third. 5'8" freshman plus out of Beale City.
Yeah, quiet night for her from the field, but to be fair, the Lakers really haven't needed her usual input tonight.
Nelson makes them both. 101 seconds to go. 69-47, 22-point ball game. Lakers putting the finishing touches on this one. This is about average for both teams. The Lakers score 70 points per game. The Stars score 48.5, call it 49. Those right about average. As the shot is missed by Causey, and the 3-ball for Merrifield misses everything.
Yeah, they're at their averages, and we still got a minute to go in the third quarter. Or correction, a minute to go in the ball game. So, yeah, the whole internet connections have really thrown me for a loop here. So try to regain what I'm doing and where I'm at here.
Less than a minute to go. Gracie Nowak on the drive, kicks it to Agama. Agama for 3, back rim, no good. And this will stay down here. Oh, I thought that might have hit Messier off the fingertip. And it did. The referees changed their call.
Yeah, it looked like Mesher reached around and knocked that away from the Stars player there.
(69-47), 39 seconds to go. Olivia Nelson with the deflection and the steal. She'll drive it and score it. It's 6 for Nelson, 33 seconds to go. 71-47. Mid-Michigan is going to move above 500 in both the overall record and the conference record.
It's been an impressive display here tonight for the Lady Lakers.
.11 seconds to go, and the Lakers will look to just dribble this one out. 71-47 as Gracie Nowak dribbles out the final seconds. This one is over. Mid-Michigan wins it 71-47. The Lakers improved to 8-7 overall, 3-2 in the conference play. The Stars fall to 3-13, 2-4 in conference play. Nick, what were some of your thoughts and observations from tonight's win?
I have one real observation here is the way Mid-Michigan worked the boards. They dominated the game on the scoreboard, but I think that all begins because they dominated the boards. So we'll see what Coach Cleveland has to say here in a few minutes. I'm sure he'll echo that sentiment.
Stay tuned for the postgame show here on MAC TV Sports. Lakers win the women's game, the front half of this twin bill on this Wednesday night. Lakers next at home on January 22nd against Glen Oaks Community College. We'll have that for you live here on MAC TV Sports. But we'll take a break and we'll be back with the women's postgame show here on MAC TV Sports. Welcome back to Maury Courts and the Mid-Michigan College basketball postgame show, pregame for the men.
Sure.
Austin Chastain here with JT Cleveland, and a great win tonight, 71-47 over the Lansing Community College Stars. JT, what were just some of your first overall thoughts and observations from tonight's game?
Well, the team's been starting to really come together lately. We're tracking extra efforts, extra passes. I think that's what really makes a great team, and we're getting more and more of them from multiple players. I'll give Lansing a lot of credit. They haven't been a good three-point shooting team all year, and they knocked 6 down in the first half. They came to compete. They wanted to win. Second half, I thought our defense really tightened up. They couldn't get those easy three-point looks, and then we just continued our pace. I think we wore them down some too.
Right, and some of that pace can kind of be attributed to the fact that you're able to rotate so many players.
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
it seems like you have 10 players that are ready to go at all times.
All 10 players can play, and that's what we're shooting for at the start of the year. If you saw our games early, we're probably maybe 7 deep, maybe 6 deep, and then we just kept pushing it out. And now we're getting strong play all the way down to number 10, and it's really nice to see. Defensively especially, that was kind of a slow point in getting our depth out there early. We'd get those last few girls in, they just couldn't guard like we needed to. But now all of them are committed on that defensive end. They're making those extra efforts. They're being physical. They're crashing the glass hard because we're not very big, so we got to rebound hard. And then they're all running. And so when you do that, you can play more numbers.
And that was something we saw Monday night against Muskegon, was just the fact that you were able to, as you said, kind of push the floor, keep the pace going, and try to catch opponents off balance. Is that something you kind of need to have happen, expect to have happen go forward?
Absolutely. And when you look at Muskegon, I mean, their starting 5 is just fabulous. I mean, they got 4 different girls that can just go get a bucket, and 2 of probably the best scorers in our league in Pringle and Sisman. I mean, they're a handful to guard. And then Tierman, the point guard, I might be saying that name wrong, so fast, so they're so hard to guard. So if we can come in waves at them, wear them down a little bit, now they had to sub a little deeper than they usually do, and then we can take advantage of it. But what a great game that was on Monday, just back and forth. 86-84, and Lex hitting the game winner at the end. It's always nice when you draw up a play, but it's even better when it works. And we just tried to give her some space and let her go. And that's what you do when you have a great player, and she sure is.
Expectations going forward is kind of keeping along with this offensive mindset with the defensive capabilities that your team has showed you. Is that what you're more of, again, what you're expecting going forward?
We want to get to be a team we can beat anyone, anytime, any place. And we weren't there for a long time, but we're getting closer and closer. And we can still get a lot better. Still had some really silly turnovers this game, a couple defensive miscues that we should have been there for. A couple girls can just execute a little bit better on both ends. So we just want to keep getting better, a little bit better each day, try to go up that slope. That's what we talk about as a team, and try to be our best at the end of February, because that's when it matters the most.
Excellent. We will keep an eye out. We will keep following along as we head toward the postseason.
Absolutely. Hey,
JT.
I want to thanks to everybody that came out, too, because we get a really nice crowd in here. Those people at home, if you can get a chance to come watch us here at Maury Court, it's an awesome atmosphere.
Awesome. JT, thank you very much. Nick and I will be back for the men's game starting at about 7:30 in about 13 minutes' time. Thanks again, JT.
Hi, I'm Amy Bunting, and I'm the director here at Maury Courts Recreation Center. Here at Maury Courts, we have 127,000 square feet of fun. We have 4
in.
Hello and welcome back to Maury Courts. Getting ready for the men's game. The back end of this doubleheader between the Mid-Michigan College Lakers and the Lansing Community College Stars. Here on MAC TV Sports, alongside Nick Toner, I am Austin Chastain. After a women's game that kind of went as expected for the Lakers, we get ready for the men's game. This one might go the other way as expected. We'll see what happens as we get ready for the men's game. The Michigan Community College Athletic Association and the Mid-Michigan College are hosting the annual Hunger Games in an effort to end hunger across the state. The Lakers are taking part in the contest across the conference, so bring in your non-perishable food items, canned goods, boxed goods, for free admission to the January 29th game against Grand Rapids Community College here at Maury Courts. Tip-off for the women's game is at 1 o'clock. The men's game tips off at 3. Half of the proceeds go to the Isabella Community Soup Kitchen, and the other half goes to the Mid-Michigan College Food Pantry, benefiting students.
Great causes, both of them.
Great causes on both ends. So, again, make sure you bring in your non-perishable food items for free admission to the January 29th matchup against the Raiders of Grand Rapids Community College.
Yeah, I spoke with the athletic director for Mid, Ryan Harkerter, and he was saying that the winner of this competition gets a traveling trophy, so that's pretty exciting.
It's an annual event, an annual, I guess, contest. So what happens is you're going to donate food, you're going to donate your non-perishable food items, and you're going to bring those to the game. And then somebody at Mid is going to weigh how much food and they bring in and say, and report, this is how much food that we have, how many pounds of food we're donating as a whole, with half going to the Isabella Community Soup Kitchen and the other half to the food pantry at Mid-Michigan College. And the highest donation total wins the plaque for the next year.
Be pretty exciting to see Mid-Michigan come home with that award.
And I don't know if Mid has won that award yet, but we'll see what happens.
I know when my wife was involved with the college, she spearheaded the development of the food kitchen, so that'd be a pretty cool award.
We'll step aside as the PA man does his thing. We're getting ready for basketball, men's basketball, between the Stars and the Lakers here on MAC TV Sports.
For your Mid-Michigan College Lakers. A 6'3" freshman guard from Sterling Heights, number 0, Andre Turner. A 6'3" sophomore forward from DeWitt, number 2, Isaac Hungerford. A 6'2" sophomore guard from Detroit, number 3, Kim Stewart. A 5'10" freshman guard from Okemos, number 11, Noah Pruitt. And a 6'4" sophomore from Brazil, number 12, Enrique Andrade. The Lakers are coached by Caleb House, assisted by Taylor Ernest, Joel Dyer, and Byron Schuck.
So as you heard from the PA man, it'll be Turner, Hungerford, Stewart, Pruitt, and Andrade, the starting 5 for the Lakers.
Andrade starting over Satchel Love again here tonight, as he did Monday. So Coach House must be liking the hustle or something. Who knows?
Manny McElmore is out again tonight as we are underway. Lakers start with it, and the 3 ball for Turner is no good. And that's Krause on the drive, and that's...
Actually, looking at the Laker bench, I don't even see Satchel Love available.
I don't either. Stars draw first blood, and Andre Turner returns serve. Quick tail of the tape as this one gets going very quickly. The Stars score 86 points per game, shoot 46% from the field and 30% from three, as that'll be a turnover, and this will go back to the Lakers, who shoot, we'll call it 69.5% from, score 69.5 points per game, shoot 39% from the field, and shoot 28% from three, 66% from the free throw line. Here's Tim Stewart on the drive, no good. Andrade with the rebound, put back, just almost gracefully rolls off the front of the rim. And a three ball there for Drew Lauder. First three ball of tonight's game. Here's Noah Pruitt in the right corner. Drives it baseline. And a fall-away shot. Man, they are just not getting those rolls so far early. Just 90 seconds into this ballgame. It's 5-2 Lansing.
Mid-Michigan shooting on a small rim, it feels like, this early going.
There's a little floater for Sean Cobb. 7-2 with not even 2 minutes into the ballgame. Lansing leads it, and a steal there by Kyler Mills. It's actually more of a deflection. It wouldn't go down as a steal. Here's Tim Stewart now. Stewart, left hand, drives it, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Andre Turner, top of the key. 5 seconds on the shot clock, gotta do something quick here. Oh, beautiful reversal by Tim Stewart.
What a drive on the baseline for Stewart and the Lakers there.
His first points of the night. And that's quickly met with a three ball from Tyshawn Kelly. Have to keep in mind there's some inadvertent horns and whistles that you might hear, as Nick described earlier. Some games going along here as Stewart has a shot blocked, and here is Drew Lauder with an easy layup on the fast break. It's 12-4 Stars.
Yeah, we're tucked away into the corner here at Maury Courts. In the three courts surrounding us, we have two basketball games and a volleyball game going on, so lots of alternate whistles, if you will, tonight. We saw a little of that playing a little bit onto some of the women in the women's game earlier.
You could see their heads kind of pop up like, oh, what's going on now? As we're here, 17 minutes to go, it's 12-4 Lansing. Long three, good for Drew Lauder. Give him 7. And a timeout for Caleb House. This will be a 30-second timeout. The Michigan Community College Athletic Association and Mid-Michigan College are hosting the annual Hunger Games in an effort to end hunger. The Lakers are taking part in this annual contest across the conference. So bring in your non-perishable food items, boxed goods, canned goods, for free admission to the January 29th game against Grand Rapids Community College here at Maury Courts. The women's game tips off at 1 o'clock on January 29th, with the men tipping off at 3 against the Raiders. Half of the proceeds go to the Isabella Community Soup Kitchen, and the other half goes to the Mid-Michigan College Food Pantry. Meanwhile, here against Lansing, 15-4. Stars lead at 16:50 to go in the first half.
It's still early here, but you can't let this deficit get much bigger.
Already an 11-point lead for the Stars, who come into this one 10-4 on the year, 2-1 in conference play. Hungerford for 3 is short, no good. Rebound to Lauder, and Hungerford takes a tumble. Pops back up to his feet. There's a drive, no good, as Tyshawn Kelly drove it and fought through contact. Here's Noah Pruitt for 3 from the wing. Yes, sir, give it to him. That's 3 for Pruitt. That's going to be a foul call. Andrade with a foul call. His first, and that's the second team foul.
Stars look like they only have a 2-player bench, maybe 3. One person wearing a long sleeve shirt, unsure if he's got a jersey underneath. So big lead early, but maybe substitution struggles later might help the Lakers down the road.
3 from Pruitt's no good, and looks like Turner tried to deflect it and try to get it back to where he needed it, but didn't quite work out. This is Drew Louder. For the Stars. They work it in. Cole Krause is fouled, and that's going to go against Makai McCombs. His first personal after he checked in. So this will be Cole Krause at the line shooting 2, a 6'2 freshman. They call him a guard forward out of Powderville near Lansing. The Vikings. He makes his first. That's already 3 points for Krause. And he makes them both. So that's 4 for Cole Krause. And it's a 10-point lead, 17-7. McCombs finds Andrade down low. Back to McCombs on the block. And McCombs.
Good ball movement down low for the Lakers there to get that possession.
Great passing across the blocks. Here's a 3-ball. No good for Tyshawn Kelly, and a rebound by Makai McCombs. He's got such long arms, man. He can just go up and get any rebound that you need.
He's got a great vertical to go with those long arms. He's skied right up over everybody for that.
Nice drive by Tim Stewart. Baseline, and he gets a pair. Oh, my goodness.
What kind of handles?
Kind of handles, and he drains the 3. That's Drew Louder.
That was, what an improv play that was. That's all I can say about that.
He does the splits and fires a 3 and cashes it, and that's 9 points for Drew Louder.
Yeah, he does the splits and keeps the dribble alive enough to turn around for that 3.
That was remarkable. Krause and the foul. He's got the bucket. Foul on Stewart.
Lakers get it within 6, and then Lansing quickly gets it back up to 11.
Here's Krause again. And the 3-point opportunity is no good, and this will go out of bounds and will go with the Lakers. 22-11, 13:50 to go in this first half. Lansing has shot the ball well. Mid-Michigan has had some unlucky breaks, but also hasn't shot particularly well. Really hasn't turned the ball over like we saw against Muskegon toward the tail end. Tim Stewart, and that's going to be an offensive foul with an armbar.
Lakers fouls on Tim Stewart, his second. Team fifth. In the game for the Lakers,
Caden McGillis checks in for the Lakers, as Stewart will have a seat and Hungerford will have a seat. Asher Visman checks in as well. And a 3-ball, my goodness me.
They're going to have to find a way to slow that young man down. I don't think he's missed a shot from behind the arc so far.
I don't think so. Noah Pruitt answers. That's his second 3 of the night. Misses the short shot there. Drew Louder misses one in tight.
Wasn't far enough away from the hoop.
Here's McGillis for three. Splash it. Check in, check it out. Make a three. 25-17, 12:38 to go. This is Smith on Visman. Visman, and Visman just couldn't control it.
Ran into his own teammate trying to corral that, and it just out of reach of his arm.
And it looks like it's going to stay with the Lakers anyway. Some substitutions for the Stars. Hunter Woolson checks in for the first time. Nope, that's wrong, because he started. Another three ball for Noah Pruitt.
Lakers need a couple more stops here.
That's his third three, and it's 25-20. Noah Pruitt's got 9 points. And a long ball, long three-pointer there by Drew Louder goes off the back rim and looks like a bit of a foul on the rebound. Dawson Lott, his first foul, and that's the first team foul for Lansing.
It doesn't appear that Drew Louder has a range limit, if you will. That shot he just took there was probably 10 feet outside the arc, and he just missed it.
Anything in the gym.
Pretty much. If it's in bounds, it's in range.
And that tie-up is going to go to the way of the Stars as the ball flies out of bounds. Looks like some walking tacos here at Maury Courts tonight. I might need to get my hands on one of those here at halftime.
Smells kind of good.
$11 minutes to go here in this first half. This is Jalen Davidson on the drive, stolen away by Andre Turner. Turner working the floor. Oh, he kind of slips, and he's fouled.
Fortunate that he's fouled there. I thought that whistle was a travel.
It's going to be on Kyler Mills, his first personal foul, second team foul. Hungerford checks back in for McCombs, who will have a seat. Sean Goodman has checked in. He's catches the inbound pass. He checked in for the first time.
If you're Mid-Michigan, this is when you want to make your run. Drew Louder's over there taking a breather on the Lansing bench. Close the gap because that man's on fire.
And a good attempt by Andre Turner falls to the wayside. And a tip pass there. Visman collects it, and then he loses it himself. Three ball, Hunter Woolson. He got it. And I'm not sure what happened after the play. It's Woolson's first three, and it appears if we have a timeout. We have some stoppage.
I know Tim Stewart hit the deck pretty hard there after that basket went down. And some referees are cleaning some liquid up off the floor in front of the Lansing bench, but that wouldn't have any effect down here. I'm assuming it was an official timeout because no one was charged, so.
Wonder if maybe one of the officials took a bit of a spill. So Pruitt will check back in as Visman will have a seat. Louder back on the floor. So it's Pruitt, Turner, Hungerford, Goodman, and McGillis out there for the Lakers as we work toward the halfway point of this first half. This one's into Goodman. Goodman goes up strong, but just misses.
Nice spin move, just unable to finish.
Careful, this is in range for Drew Louder. Nice defense there by Noah Pruitt. Louder gets past Turner, but runs into a wall of Laker defenders. Shot by Woolton is no good. Rebound by Mills is blocked away. Oh, nice move there by Noah Pruitt to scoop the ball out and turn it around on the break. Turner goes baseline, fires a pass, throws it away. That one's intercepted.
I believe Louder hit that from behind.
That's going to be a foul on Andre Turner.
Andre Turner, his second,
Team
team 6.
6.
In the game for the Stars, Cervante Smith and Tyshawn Kelly.
Kelly and Smith check back in for the Stars. 9:27 to go. This one is thrown away, but it'll stay here. Kraus finds Louder. Louder on the wing, 19 on the shot clock. Louder fires, no good. Apparently too close. Goodman on the rebound, gets it to Pruitt. Pruitt down the left-hand sideline. Here's McGillis. Back to Pruitt on the left wing. Takes the screen by Goodman, the pick and roll, nothing materialized there. McCombs for 3, no good. 8-point game. Here's another 3-ball. Tyshawn Kelly with a 3.
Wide open, knocks that down easily.
He just slipped past that Laker defense, and it's an 11-point game. 31-20, 8.5 to go in this first half. Here's Pruitt. McGillis tries to work it inside, but it's stolen away by Cobb. And he gets it up to Cervante Smith. And Smith takes a bit of an awkward fall, and the foul is going to be called on Noah Pruitt.
Fouls on Noah Pruitt, his first, team 7.
So that's
Stars into the bonus. Cervante Smith at the line. Back in the game for the Lakers, Enrique Andrade.
So Andrade comes back into the game as McGillis will have a seat. Asher Visman will come back in as Goodman will have a seat. And the free throw for Smith is good. Cervante Smith, a 6-foot guard out of Sexton High School in Lansing. Or near Lansing, I should say. Here's Noah Pruitt. His team down 33-20. 8 minutes to go in this first half. Visman finds Hungerford, who jump stops, gets it down to Andrade. Andrade backing down Kraus, and Kraus blocks Andrade's shot. And that's Sean Cobb running the floor. Here's Kraus. Kraus works it inside. He got it. Andrade, the foul call, and it looks like Visman might be slow. Visman's slow to get up.
Looks like he might just be cramping up.
He's up and limping to the bench under his own power.
He's gonna
visibly frustrated with himself too.
He's gonna get a look from the trainer, and hopefully he re-enters this contest.
I wonder if maybe he just had an ankle rolled up on or something minor. See, obviously just popped right back up. Just needs to retie those crispy shoes. The free throw for Kraus is no good. 35-20, Lansing leads it. Long 3 for Pruitt, misses everything. Bit of, don't want to see that early in this game.
I felt like they took that 3-try pretty early in the possession. I know you're down 15, but there's a lot of game to go. You can still kind of run your offense, try to get yourself back into this. It's not desperation time yet.
Isaac Hungerford with the steal. Nice deflection there. Here's TJ Rady checking in for the first time. Andrade finds McCombs. Rady for 3. That one misses everything. Here's Tyshawn Kelly. Gets it up. Kraus with the follow-up. No good. And it looks like he's going to have a foul call. Goes over the back, and there's a whistle.
Yeah, he kind of jumped. He was a little out of control going for that rebound. Just trying to throw it back into the court.
Visman's returned to the bench, and he looks like he's healthy and could check back in anytime. Pruitt, fadeaway shot, no good. Just grazed the front edge of the rim. Nice steal there by Makai McCombs. Quick hands, long arms. Works the steal. Hungerford on the left wing. Jump stop to the free throw line. Here's McCombs. Settles for 3. No good. And this is going to be a foul call. Looks like it's going to be on Isaac Hungerford. He's got some questions.
Falls on Isaac Hungerford, his second, team ninth. At the line for the start, Sean Combs.
It's a ninth team foul. Sean Cobb.
Seems to be a lot of conversations with the officials from the Lakers on the floor here and over the last couple of minutes.
So the Lakers in foul trouble here with 6:22. As the free throw is no good on the front end for Sean Cobb. Cobb, 6'7" freshman out of Williamston. Here's Rady into Andrade on the low post. Pruitt, his fadeaway shot's no good. Andrade the board. Here's McCombs. Oh, my, that one went straight up in the sky.
Kraus does a good job to strip him on the way up there. Stop that shot.
So that'll be the second on Kraus, and Makai McCombs, a 6'4" freshman out of Flint, makes his first. 6 minutes exactly to go here in this first half. It's 35-21. Lansing out front. And he makes them both. McCombs with 4 points. And a 3-ball for Smith is no good. And a tip back by Cobb is good.
I'm curious to see what the rebound discrepancy is that we're going to get at halftime between these teams.
I have to think Lansing's dominating that number pretty big. Rady gets stuck out on the wing.
I'm not sure there's a category that they're not dominating right now.
15-point game. As Stewart is back on the floor with 2 fouls. Nice move inside. He gets it to Andrade.
Great dish by Tim Stewart.
And Andrade finishes it for his first bucket of the night.
So Visman will check back in.
Looks like he's continuing to stretch out that ankle. That left ankle that may have gotten rolled up on. 7 on the shot clock. This is Kyler Mills over to Drew Louder. Louder on the drive, got it. 14 points for Drew Louder. 4:20 and change here to go in the first half. Makai McCombs in the corner finds Tim Stewart on the left wing. McCombs for 3, book it. 7 points for Mackay McCombs. And a shot there. Sean Cobb knocks down the mid-range jumper. 41-27, 3:45 to go here in this first half. McCombs for three again.
Just missed that off the front.
Just short. And a drive there by Tyshawn Kelly. Drives through a lot of contact, no call. So we will continue. Just over 3 minutes to go. 41-27. Lansing leads it. And McCombs throws it away.
In the game for the Lakers, Asher Bismuth. For the Stars, Hunter.
I think McCombs thought Pruitt was going to keep cutting when Pruitt was going to spot up, and a little bit of miscommunication there for the Lakers.
Also in the game for the Lakers, Sean Goodman.
Visman will check back in. Sean Goodman will check back in for the Lakers as Andrade will have a seat. Looks like Rady will also have a seat. Ball here on MAC TV Sports.
All right.
Welcome back here to Maury Courts. MAC TV Sports. Alongside Nick Toner, I'm Austin Chastain. We have just over a minute left here in this first half. Lansing Community College leads it 43-31 over Mid-Michigan.
I apologize for having some pretty major network issues here tonight. So as we're trying to diagnose this, we're going to keep trying to get the stream going. So apologies again for any interruptions that you're experiencing in the broadcast.
The shot there by Drew Lauder was similar to our network. It was off. And a nice move in there by Noah Pruitt, and he just couldn't get that shot to fall. 30 seconds left in this first half, and the shot clock has been turned off. Lakers trying to push here, just over 20 seconds left in the first half, and now they'll slow it down with Tim Stewart. 43-31. Lansing leads it. Noah Pruitt has the ball in his hands, 10 seconds left in the first half. Obviously, the Lakers are holding for the last shot. Tim Stewart imploring his teammate to go, and he does. He lets it go for three. Book it! Nice three-pointer. For a three-pointer at the buzzer. We go to the half.
Great way to finish the half if you're mid.
Great way. You really needed that one to try to juice up some momentum heading into the second half.
Yeah.
But Lansing leads it 43-34. As we go to the break, you're watching Laker basketball here on MAC TV Sports.
Hi, I'm Amy Bunting, and I'm the director here at Maury Courts Recreation Center. Here at Maury Courts, we have 127,000 square feet of fun. We have 4 high school-length basketball courts, we have 2 collegiate maple courts, and we have 2 collegiate-size multi-purpose courts. So when you're at Maury Courts, you can come and you can play anything that you can think of: volleyball, basketball, racquetball, pickleball, all the things that you can possibly imagine that would be fun for you for recreation or even for fitness. At Maury Courts, when you have a membership here, you have a membership for a fitness center, And we've got McLaren Fitness over on 3 Leaves Drive that's also a part of our memberships. So it's like 2 in 1. Also, you have choices when it comes to purchasing your memberships. Depending on if you're a student or a senior citizen, you may get a discount, or if you're a member of some place that is a corporate partner of ours. Otherwise, you can also choose if you want just weight and fitness or if you want access to the whole shebang. Either way, bring your family down. In fact, once a month, you can come try it out on the first Friday of every month for free, as long as you bring us a non-perishable canned good for our food pantry. In addition, we also like to support the community. We partner with vendors that are local for all the industry that we do business with here. In addition, we have programming that is tying into programs like Transitions That Count, Connections That Count, MMI, and many more. Also, we've got, like I mentioned, a food pantry at the front of house, and we've got a take it or leave it coat and boots rack for our cold weather months in Michigan, which obviously last forever. Maury Courts is privileged to be a hospitality business model. So what we really like to do is bring in Michigan brand basketball and volleyball tournaments, but also brands from all over the region. So we're pretty fortunate to do businesses with entities like Gus Macker, Triple Threat Basketball, Michigan Mystics Basketball, and a lot more. And we're growing. So keep your eyes peeled for all the things that Maury Courts is going to have to offer on the weekends from now on. So if you're so inclined, why don't you check us out on our website? It's brand new, maurycourts.com, or come down. We're at 5175 East Remus Road. We'd really love to see you. My team is amazing, and it's Team Maury that's been keeping this place going. I'm very grateful for them, and we're very grateful for you. Sports lovers, meet here.
I signed up for the Laker Distinction Scholarship because I knew I wanted to go to mid right away anyways.
I knew that I wanted to get through college debt-free or as close to debt-free as possible.
Because I had some classmates who were a couple years older than me that had won it, and they had a really positive experience at Mid.
And provided me the perfect path to get my associate's degree here at Mid-Michigan College and begin the rest of my college journey.
Winning LDS was a really positive experience for me. I was able to work on campus, and I was also able to study abroad, which is something I never really thought I would be able to do.
Really, the basis of my success today and my continual success is the Laker Distinction Scholarship and is Mid-Michigan College, because without this first step, I wouldn't be where I am today.
It really helped for me to know that the first 2 years of tuition were going to be lifted off my shoulders.
I got to meet a lot of great people who have become friends and advisors for me, and I know that as I move on that they will still be here to help me get through the college process.
And I really do think that my time here at Mid has helped prepare me to take these next steps, not only financially by saving a lot of money, but the faculty here at Mid and the classwork I feel like has really prepared me for the next step and these harder classes that I know I will be taking.
Receiving the LDS scholarship gave me the opportunity to successfully transfer 67 credits to Grand Valley State University.
Other ways you can make a difference at www. Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Hi, I'm Amy Bunting, and I'm the director here at Maury Courts Recreation Center. Here at Maury Courts, we have 127,000 square feet of fun. We have 4 high school length basketball courts, we have 2 collegiate maple courts, and we have 2 collegiate size multi-purpose courts. So when you're at Maury Courts, you can come and you can play anything that you can think of: volleyball, basketball, racquetball, pickleball, all the things that you can possibly imagine that would be fun for you for recreation or even for fitness. At Maury Courts, when you have a membership here, you have a membership for a fitness center, and we've got McLaren Fitness over on 3 Leaves Drive that's also a part of our memberships. So it's like 2 in 1. Also, you have choices when it comes to purchasing your memberships. Depending on if you're a student or a senior citizen, you may get a discount, or if you're a member of some place that is a corporate partner of ours. Otherwise, you can also choose if you want just weight and fitness or if you want access to the whole shebang. Either way, bring your family down. In fact, once a month, you can come try it out on the first Friday of every month for free, as long as you bring us a non-perishable canned good for our food pantry. In addition, we also like to support the community. We partner with vendors that are local for all the industry that we do business with here. In addition, we have programming that is tying into programs like Transitions That Count, Connections That Count, MMI, and many more. Also, we've got, like I mentioned, a food pantry at the front of house, and we've got a take it or leave it coat and boots rack for our cold weather months in Michigan, which obviously last forever. Maury Courts is privileged to be a hospitality business model. So what we really like to do is bring in Michigan brand basketball and volleyball tournaments, but also brands from all over the region. So we're pretty fortunate to do businesses with entities like Gus Macker, Triple Threat Basketball, Michigan Mystics Basketball, and a lot more. And we're growing. So keep your eyes peeled for all the things that Maury Courts is going to have to offer on the weekends from now on. So if you're so inclined, why don't you check us out on our website? It's brand new, maurycourts.com, or come down. We're at 5175 East Remus Road. We'd really love to see you. My team is amazing, and it's Team Maury that's been keeping this place going. I'm very grateful for them, and we're very grateful for you. Sports lovers, meet here.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Hello and welcome back to Maury Courts here on MAC TV Sports. We're getting set for the second half between Mid-Michigan and Lansing. Lansing leads at 43-34. Alongside Nick Toner, I'm Austin Chastain, and we do apologize for the technical difficulties we've been experiencing. We're trying to work through our network issues.
Hopefully they're behind us, but no promises. It's been spotty at best all night.
Spotty at best. Right now it says we're excellent, so I think we're excellent. Don't you, Nick?
Right, we're definitely excellent.
Right. So as we're closing in on the start of the second half, some of our keys. Here are our 3 keys for the second half. You have to stay out of foul trouble. You have 3 players with 2 fouls already, and you worked to 9 team fouls in the first half. You have to stay away from that. Don't settle. don't settle for a leaning contested three. If you have a three and it's open, take it. And don't settle for leaning jump shots either. Go up strong to the basket. The Lakers shot 38% from three, 36% from the field. Meanwhile, the Stars shot 70% from three and 52% from the field. So, and you just have to keep on grinding and hustling. If you are Mid-Michigan, just keep on grinding and hustling. Lansing leads the rebound total 18-11, and Mid-Michigan actually leads the turnover margin 8-5. So here we go. Second half is underway here at Maury Courts. Mid-Michigan.
If you're Mid, you got to hope that those godly numbers of 70 and 60 plummet, right? You're only down by even 9. So it's not like you're playing awful.
No.
You just got to hope that they come back down to earth.
If Lansing can come back down to earth just a little bit, I think Mid keeps playing the way it did as Cobb makes a little layup there. Mid-Michigan working right to left across your screen in the all-white uniforms with the navy blue collar and trim on the shoulders. Carolina blue trim on the, I guess we'll call it the armpits, if you will, as Pruitt fires away along two, no good. Here's Lansing, and Cole Kraus finds the bottom. He's got 8. Mid-Michigan with the navy blue font and Carolina blue trim around the text. Again, just great threads here for the Lakers as Pruitt drives it to the free throw line. Here's Andrade from the wing. No shot. Stewart drives it, and he is fouled. Third foul on Cole Kraus. That sends Tim Stewart to the line. Tim Stewart, a 6'2 freshman out of Detroit. He's got 6 points tonight.
As we predicted, though, late in the first half, Lansing is out rebounded Mid. What was it 18-10? So a little closer than what I was anticipating seeing, but those shooting percentages of the Stars are just.
You can almost give them the nickname of Shooting Stars.
Yeah, they're just that high.
Nice move there by Drew Louder. Takes it to the 10, and he's got it. You've got to be kidding me. What a move. Louder's got 16. Here's Stewart. Left side, dribbles it, left hand, and oh my goodness, that thing was blocked. That one got ghosted. Sean Cup.
Oh, what a finish.
My. And he's got it. Completes the three-point play. 56-43 as Dawson Lott will check in for Cole Kraus. Hungerford finds Pruitt, somehow finds Pruitt in the middle of the lane, and Pruitt is fouled. That's going to go against Tyshawn Kelly, his first, team second. Here's Noah Pruitt. .5'10" freshman plus guard out of Okemos. He misses his first. McCombs checks back in as Hungerford will have a seat. So it's Turner, Stewart, Goodman, he checked back in. Pruitt makes a free throw, and McCombs out on the floor for the Lakers. That's 16 points for Noah Pruitt tonight.
He's trying to keep his team involved.
12-point ball game, 56-44. And that one just falls out with 15:11 to go. This one is brought in. Louder gets it over to Cobb, but that one's stuffed away. It looks like Goodman got his hand on it. Andre Turner finds Stewart on the run. Stewart, oh, heavy foul, and he's got it.
Stewart's going to go to the line with a chance to cut this to single digits.
56-46. As Nick said, if Tim Stewart can knock this free throw down, make it a 9-point ball game. That's the thing, Mid-Michigan has not been completely out of this game. There have been several opportunities, including kind of in the middle of that first half. I guess toward the end of the first half, where Mid-Michigan only had it down to 5 points at 25-20.
Yeah, it just so happens that Lansing raced out the gates, and they've kept their shooting percentage so high. And I imagine it's not dipped at all here in the second half yet. It's just hard to keep up with that. I don't think Mid's not shooting badly at all. It's just they're not shooting historically.
Exactly. So again, they're playing to about their average. But Lansing's also playing to its average as Tyshawn Kelly gets the friendly roll off the Maury Court's rims. Here's Andre Turner for three. Book it. That was smooth. Smooth triple for Andre Turner. 58-49. 9-point ball game. Louder, shot's no good. Goodman knocks it away for McCombs to scoop up the rebound. Here's Noah Pruitt. Pruitt's blowing around some papers on our table here. My goodness. Pruitt for three. Book it. That's 19 points for Noah Pruitt. We have a 6-point ball game.
Mid-Michigan tried to apply some pressure of their own here.
Sounds like Lansing might be getting frustrated. I heard some colorful language that I can't repeat on TV, or I can't repeat on the broadcast. As this one is dribbled. Andre Turner commits a foul. So Turner commits a foul. He'll have a seat. That's his third personal.
It just makes you wonder how much Mid are missing McLemore and Love in this contest. Those some high-scoring individuals that the Lakers just don't have to rely on tonight.
We saw McLemore during warm-ups in street clothes, but we're not sure. We haven't gotten any confirmation on his situation, nor Satchel Love. Like we said, we haven't even seen Satchel Love. Here to go. Nice move there by Drew Louder for three. Book it. That's 19 for Louder.
That's it? Only 19?
That's going to be a foul before the shot. Looks like this one might be on Tim Stewart.
Foul's on Tim Stewart, his third. Team third.
Oh my goodness. That's Cobb and Goodman getting tangled up.
Foul's on Sean Goodman.
And it's going to be a foul on Sean Goodman. His second foul. His first foul. I had it right. It's his first foul of the night. Fourth team foul this second half. So it's 61-52. Here's Enrique Andrade will check in for Sean Goodman. Andrade, the Brazilian native. So Louder to inbound it for Mid. Lansing, excuse me. Check that. Now here's Louder on the wing. For Lansing, I have that right this time. And he finds his man in the corner. Book it. That is Zervante Smith for 3. Here's Asher Visman. Finds Noah Pruitt. Pruitt, long 3 off the back rim and out, no good. Nice rebound there by Makai McCombs, and another nice rebound, Tim Stewart. Stewart is fouled. He'll go to the line, shoot a pair.
Yeah, just when you think Mid's going to make a run, they get this game to 5 points, or 6 points it was. Now it's back up to 12.
The foul goes against Sean Cobb, his second. That's the team 4th of this second half. It looks like Caden McGillis will check back in here for the Lakers after this first shot by Tim Stewart. And the first one is good. So McGillis will check back in, replacing Noah Pruitt. So it's Visman, McGillis, Stewart, McCombs, and Andrade, the Laker 5. The second free throw is no good for Stewart. Stretch pass to Kraus. And the shot for Kelly misses everything. Little hippity hop. Visman, book it. His first bucket of the night, and it's an 8-point ball game. Nice handles there by Louder. That pass gets knocked away. Visman picks it up and now finds Andrade. Now Visman again finds McCombs. Bounce pass to McGillis. McGillis for a corner 3, no good.
What a great pass by McCombs.
Spectacular pass.
Like, he just spiked it.
Perfect skip pass. Now, here's Kraus for Lansing. He gets it over to Smith. Back down to Kraus on the low block, and that's going to be a foul on Tim Stewart. That's going to be his 4th.
Falls on Tim Stewart, his 4th, team 5th. In the game for the Lakers, Noah Pruitt.
So Pruitt will check back in. And the lay-in for Sean Cobb is good. That's 13 for Cobb. Here's McGillis. Baseline, no. Doesn't pull the trigger. Pruitt, oh, great find for Enrique Andrade. Stop it, Noah Pruitt. You've got to be kidding me. That was a no-look pass onto the baseline for Enrique Andrade, who finished it. The 3 ball is long off the shot clock, so that's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Lakers. That'll be a 30-second timeout for Lansing, so we'll stay right here. The Michigan Community College Athletic Association and Mid-Michigan College are hosting the annual Hunger Games in an effort to end hunger. The Lakers are taking part in the contest across the conference, so bring in your non-perishable food items, boxed goods, canned goods, for free admission to the January 29th game against Grand Rapids Community College here at Maury Courts. The women tip off at 1 o'clock, the men tip off at 3. Half of the proceeds go to the Isabella Community Soup Kitchen, and the other half go to the Mid-Michigan College Food Pantry. Both great causes, so make sure to bring in your non-perishable food items for free admission to that January 29th game against the Raiders from Grand Rapids. Bring it back here, 66-58, Lansing leads it. This thing is far from over with 10:36 to go here in the second half.
Yeah, it still feels like Mid's one good run away from getting right back into this. Like you don't want to say they've been in Lansing's pocket all game, but they've been in the backpack. They're there, you know.
As that pass goes, I think to the other court, looked like it bounced off of some of these other multi-purpose courts that has, you know, pickleball and soccer and basketball and tennis, all of it here at Maury Courts. But you're absolutely right there, Nick. Oh, that's going to be a foul on Mackay McCombs. That's going to be his second, team 6th. I mean, we're talking about an 8-point ball game. You go on a 6-0 run here. Just try to limit Lansing from doing what it does, and you've got yourself an opportunity.
Yeah, you're just still waiting for the shooting percentages to drop.
Oh, nice move inside there by Drew Louder. That's 21 for him.
But it looks more and more as the night goes on that they're not going to drop.
Well, you got to slow down Drew Louder, and I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, mid's going to need to chain some stops together here and score on the other end.
And not jack up garbage shots. You need to figure out a way to work it inside.
Yeah, you need good looks. Better looks than 40-footers.
A 3 from Pruitt's no good. Here's McCombs, drives it inside, book it.
Nice move there by McCombs in the paint.
And especially down low to hold on to it, because he definitely bobbled it. So it's back up to an 8-point game, 68-60. Kraus on the pick and roll, no pass. Kraus again sets the pick and rolls. Nothing there. Louder off the short glass and in. That is 23 for Drew Louder.
Louder and Kraus working that pick and roll.
Opening up all kinds of driving opportunities for the Stars, who lead it by 10, 70-10. Saw the 7 and 70. And Visman for 3, off the brick and no good. And a nice rebound.
Wow.
Oh, McGillis stripped it away, but Kraus tipped it back for himself, and he gets the lay-in. It's 14 for Cole Kraus, and it's back to a 12-point Star advantage. Nice cut there by Noah Pruitt. Got to work on the spacing. Here's Visman for 3, short. 8 minutes to go. We have a 12-point game. Here's Kelly for 3, no good. Andrade on the rebound. Pruitt driving. Takes it to the rim. Oh, my goodness. What a move. This is going to be a timeout here.
I mean, give mid credit. They're not letting Lansing pull away. They're not letting them really stretch this lead to something that's insurmountable.
Right.
But even at 10 points, it does feel insurmountable.
Well, it's the way that Lansing's been shooting, as we have a 30-second timeout here for mid. The way that Lansing has been shooting, you know, like we said at halftime, you know, they shot 70% from 3 and 52% from the field. You know, those numbers have gone down slightly, but Lansing is still finding ways to work it inside and score easy buckets.
Right, and so on top of their potent offense, they're also playing a heck of a defensive game. They're not giving mid anything easy. They're forcing mid into really deep threes or really chippy inside shots. Like, nothing's coming easy for the Lakers here outside of maybe that one look a few minutes ago from Pruitt to Andrade. Nothing's been easy for this Laker team.
And even that look wasn't even easy. It took a no-look pass for Pruitt to find Andrade on the baseline. But you're absolutely right with that. And that could end up forcing mid to jack up shots that it doesn't need to be taking. The shot for Smith is no good. And nice find for Pruitt to Turner. Pruitt for 3 off the rim, no good. Here's Kraus. No good. Shad Cobb on the putback. 7 minutes to go. It's 74-62 Lansing. 12 on the shot clock. Here's Pruitt, left wing, tries to get it inside to Andrade, but it's tipped away. And Pruitt takes a hard tumble. And he's called for a foul. .6:41 to go as we have a stoppage to clean up. 74-62, 6:41 to play here in the second half at Maury Courts. Austin Chastain with you alongside Nick Toner here on MAC TV Sports. Story of the game is the man at the free throw line, Drew Lauder. 23 points to this point, 6'1", sophomore guard forward, if you will. As he makes, that's 24 for him. 6'1", sophomore guard forward. Again, guard forward, he plays both. Out of Ann Arbor, Pioneer High School.
Yeah, I don't have the exact numbers on.
And that's good.
On him tonight, Mr. Lauder, but he's at least shooting 65% from everywhere tonight.
Oh, easily. There was a point, start of the game, he could not miss from three. You know, it's like an NBA jam when you make three in a row, you're considered on fire and throw down just some insane dunks. Well, we haven't seen any dunks here, but your shooting percentage goes up when you're on fire, and that's been the story for Drew Lauder tonight. Here's Pruitt, 5 seconds on the shot clock, and he's going to be fouled on the jump stop. And it's going to be a foul on Drew Lauder. That's Lauder's first personal. Here's Pruitt on the right wing. 6:10 to go, 17 on the shot clock, and that's going to be knocked away, and it'll stay down here. Pruitt, his shot's off. Here's Lauder on the right wing. This is Kyler Mills, and that one is stolen away. Andre Turner on the drive. The shot's no good, but he's fouled. Turner's first free throw is good. Give him 6 points on the night. Andre Turner, 6'3" freshman guard out of Sterling Heights. Makes both of his free throws, give him 7 points on the night, and it's 76-64 with 5.5 to play. This is Cobb. They work it inside. Kraus for two. Back to a 14-point deficit, 78-64. Lansing leads it. Pruitt looking around, finds Turner. Here's McGillis, backing down and driving from the elbow, no good. That'll be a rebound by Cobb. And there's another for Kraus. Give him 18 points. And it'll be another timeout for Caleb House. And this is a full timeout with 4:45 to go here in the second half. We'll take a break. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV Sports.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Welcome back to MAC TV Sports. Mid-Michigan Laker basketball. Alongside Nick Toner, I'm Austin Chastain. It's 80-64. Lansing's got the lead, 4:45 to go. I think, knock on wood, as I'm knocking on my skull, the connection issues might be resolved.
I sure hope so. They've been a struggle for the ladies' game and the men's game.
And not just the internet connection that we've had our problems with during our broadcast, but the Lakers have also had a little bit of a connection problem on the offensive end shooting the basketball.
Yeah.
Something that they're going to need to improve here in the last 4.5 minutes, down by 16.
It's unfortunate, too, because they're hitting just the back of the rim. So, they're so close to nailing these shots, and they're just not getting them to fall.
Nice move inside there by Andre Turner. Back to a 14-point game, 80-66, 4:20 to go. And a nice deflection there. Oh, and they're going to get a foul call. That's going to be on Andre Turner. It's going to be his 4th foul.
Drew Louder a little shooken up after that collision with Andre Turner.
Looked like it was a bit of a 3-man collision there with Tim Stewart kind of falling in behind Louder.
Yeah, that's one thing about the Lakers. There's a loose ball. Tim Stewart's lurking.
He's almost like a shark. He's a loose ball shark, if you will. And the free throw, the front end of the 1-on-1 is no good for Louder. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay down here with the Stars. Inbound to Kraus. 15 on the shot clock, and here's Louder. Looks to be okay, I say with a question mark. A little behind the back dribble. Fade away. Yep, he's fine. 27 points for Drew Louder. That's 11 in this half alone. Here's Stewart. Oh, put him in the spin cycle. That's a dozen for Tim Stewart. 82-68, 3.5 to go. Might be in a bit of a holding pattern here between the Lakers and the Stars as we're getting to the nitty-gritty of this one. 13 on the shot clock. Here's Louder. That's Kraus. Long 2. Got it.
If this Lansing team shoots this way every night, they're going to be a tough out the rest of the season and projectingly into the tournament.
Pruitt missed his initial shot, got his own rebound, then missed it again. Woolston knocks down another layup. 86-68. 2.5 to play. And here come the Stars again. Oh, and an alley-oop attempt was blocked away by Caden McGillis, and Kraus will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Lakers fouls on Caden McGillis, his first, team ninth.
You know, if you're McGillis, that's actually not a terrible foul to take there.
No, yeah, he wasn't about to let an exclamation point get punched on this game. I mean, Lansing's slowly pulling it out here late in the second half, but there's no way he was about to get dunked on.
No. And a posterizing dunk like that, no way. So that's 21 for Kraus. Again, the 6'2 freshman guard forward. So the roster on the Lansing CC website has each player listed as 2 positions, be it a guard forward or forward center, as Kraus makes the second one. We got another sub as Cervante Smith will sub in for Drew Louder. Looks like Louder's night might be over with 27 points. His team up by 20.
See, another thing that hasn't really been mentioned tonight is Lansing's playing really well, but they're a really physical side.
There was a make there for Mid-Michigan. Pruitt's mid-range floater is no good. And again, it's that kind of leaning mid-range shot. No good. Sean Cobb makes another. That's 15 for him. Here's Visman for three. Front rim and out, no good. And I think reality is starting to set in here as Lansing still has about 90 seconds left to close the book on this victory here at Maury Courts over the Mid-Michigan Lakers.
Yeah, this contest played out pretty similarly to how the women's game did earlier. Just
it's the other way.
Just opposite teams, right?
And that'll be a foul. Hunter Wolson. So that foul will go against Andrade.
And a lot of crowd support here for the Lansing Stars too, so.
The Stars travel well. Shine brightest.
I mean, it is only an hour and 15, hour and 20-minute ride up 127, so. By the way, it's good to have a full atmosphere here at Maury Courts.
92-70 as Hunter Wolson, he's not from too far away from here. He's from Clare, a Pioneer. Makes his free throw and completes the three-point play to score 8 at Maury Courts. I wonder how much time he spent here at Maury Courts in his youth.
I'm sure I've covered him with Mac TV doing Clare basketball games.
93-70, final minute and change here at Maury Courts. Make sure you stick as we get a foul call. And foul call is going to go against Devontae Smith, his first, team 6. So this will be Andre Turner at the line, shooting 1 and 1. And he misses the front end. As we get to the final minute, make sure you stick around after tonight's game for the post-game show. We will have Coach Caleb House on here at MAC TV, get his thoughts, observations, opinions from tonight's game as we wrap up yet another doubleheader.
Yeah.
The Lakers will fall to 5-9 as Makai McCombs steals it and drives it and scores it. Put him in double figures with 11 points. Final 45 seconds here as the Lakers will fall to 5-8, 0-4 in conference play. The Stars will elevate to 11-4, 3-1 in conference play. A shot there by Tyshawn Kelly is good. 1 second splits the shot clock and the game clock as McCombs' 3 ball is no good. And that one is stolen away, Dawson Lott. And this one will go out of bounds. 15 seconds left. Lakers next on the floor Saturday at Glen Oaks Community College with the women tipping off at 1 o'clock, the men tipping off at 3. Next time the Lakers will be seen here on MAC TV at Maury Courts will be Monday as Turner's shots blocked away. Final seconds. That's it. Lansing storms in to Maury Courts and earns a 95-72 victory over Mid-Michigan.
Led the whole ball game.
Wire to wire.
The closest Mid got was 2-2. After that, they went on that run, stretched it out to 15-4, and then never looked back.
And then after that, the closest they ever got, Mid ever got it was 25-20.
Yeah, I think 4 points maybe.
I think they might have had
a couple different times.
A couple of different times throughout the game, but
that was the insurmountable hump, right? That was where that was the hill they couldn't climb.
This was a bit of a dominant performance by the Lansing Stars, which, as Nick said, I mean, we kind of expected it. It played out similar to how the women's game played out, just flipped. So the Lakers split the doubleheader, if you will, with the women taking the front end and the men falling on the back end. We'll be back here on MAC TV Sports with the post-game show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll have Caleb House with us to get his thoughts on tonight's game. We'll take a break. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV Sports.
Hi, I'm Amy Bunting, and I'm the director here at Maury Courts Recreation Center. Here at Maury Courts, we have 127,000 square feet of fun. We have 4 high school-length basketball courts, we have 2 collegiate maple courts, and we have 2 collegiate-size multi-purpose courts. So when you're at Maury Courts, you can come and you can play anything that you can think of: volleyball, basketball, racquetball, pickleball, all the things that you can possibly imagine that would be fun for you for recreation or even for fitness. At Maury Courts, when you have a membership here, you have a membership for a fitness center, and we've got McLaren Fitness over on 3 Leaves Drive that's also a part of our memberships. So it's like 2 in 1. Also, you have choices when it comes to purchasing your memberships. Depending on if you're a student or a senior citizen, you may get a discount, or if you're a member of some place that is a corporate partner of ours. Otherwise, you can also choose if you want just weight and fitness or if you want access to the whole shebang. Either way, bring your family down. In fact, once a month, you can come try it out on the first Friday of every month for free, as long as you bring us a non-perishable canned good for our food pantry. In addition, we also like to support the community. We partner with vendors that are local for all the industry that we do business with here. In addition, we have programming that is tying into programs like Transitions That Count, Connections That Count, MMI, and many more. Also, we've got, like I mentioned, a food pantry at the front of house, and we've got a take it or leave it coat and boots rack for our cold weather months in Michigan, which obviously last forever. Maury Courts is privileged to be a hospitality business model. So what we really like to do is bring in Michigan brand basketball and volleyball tournaments, but also brands from all over the region. So we're pretty fortunate to do businesses with entities like Gus Macker, Triple Threat Basketball, Michigan Mystics Basketball, and a lot more. And we're growing. So keep your eyes peeled for all the things that Maury Courts is going to have to offer on the weekends from now on. So if you're so inclined, why don't you check us out on our website? It's brand new, maurycourts.com, or come down. We're at 5175 East Remus Road. We'd really love to see you. My team is amazing, and it's Team Maury that's been keeping this place going. I'm very grateful for them, and we're very grateful for you. Sports lovers, meet here.
Welcome back to Maury Courts here on the MAC TV Sports postgame show. Mid-Michigan College falls to Lansing. Here with Coach Caleb House and Coach, just an efficient night for Lansing. Not much you can do about that.
Yeah, I thought our game plan was pretty good. We know what they're going to do, but they have a three-headed monster that, D1 transfer, D2 transfer, and a real tough kid that finishes everything around the basket. And then their role players did a nice job too tonight. So when we tried to take some things away, they found other guys to make plays. Our fight was pretty good. I think we just made a few too many mistakes too. They were efficient. You talked about they shoot almost 60% from the field, and we shoot low 40s, maybe something like that. And I think making shots is huge, but I think just making sure that we get the right shot and then finish the play. And I think they did a good job of that. They finished plays and took advantage of a few mistakes we made, and we didn't really take advantage. I mean, we did some good things though, and I'll talk about that in a second. If go ahead though.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I mean, obviously, there were some good things. Noah Pruitt, the star tonight, but and there were some positive signs, that you could take away. But in your mind, what would you take away, as a positive from this game? Because again, when you shoot on godly numbers like that, for Lansing. But for you guys, I mean, what can you take away positively from this game?
So, early in the season, we really struggled with our assist-to-turnover ratio, and that was hurting our efficiency. And so in the last 3 games, we've really started to, what I think, piece together the recipe of, creating a little bit more for each other, and then our efficiency will go up a little bit. Now, we shot the 3. We made 38% of our threes tonight. We haven't been over 30% in several games. So that's a positive you can take out of this. No excuses, but we're missing a couple guys tonight that definitely help us finish around the basket and do some things there. So, knowing that they would have, maybe helped our efficiency around the basket because our twos were not really there. But as far as our poise, our togetherness, our trust, and then our assisted turnovers coming around a little bit, I thought those were all positives. Like, I really felt like that would have been enough to win Monday. That would have been enough to win a lot of nights. Tonight, it wasn't enough.
Right, with Lauder going out and putting up a 29-piece. Again, there's just not much you can do when you have guys missing too. But
yeah, I think if we hadn't let him get off those first 2 shots to get him going, I think that's something that'll be our focus going into that next time. Is he can't get 2 walk-in threes from 30 feet, that he is part of his range, and then from there he just feels it, and he can go. We got to get him miss a couple early, start to force a little bit, and we never really got him into that. We did a little bit at the end of the first half. He started forcing and missing, but yeah, he's tough. He's good. He's a good guard. We have a good guard too, and we have good guards, and we just gotta, like I said, put it all together.
Absolutely. What are maybe some expectations and some things that you'd like to see, you guys hit the drawing board as, we get closer to the postseason. You have a bit of a homestand coming up with, I think, 3 in the next 4. So what are you looking for and hitting the drawing board hardest with, as we go along?
Yeah, so, we say this a lot to our guys. Like, you're never as good as you think you are, and you're not as bad as you think you are. So I don't think we're that far off. But we have not been we've just made too many mistakes this year. So I think when we go to the drawing board, what are we looking to do? It's going to be a lot of just cleaning things up so that we don't, we're not in the high 30s with percentage-wise shooting, and then 15 to 21 turnovers. We're below 10 turnovers. We're hitting that 50% mark field goal wise. So to me, those are just breakdowns, mistakes, things like that. So just trying to limit mistakes. The talent's there. The pressure's starting to get on though a little bit. And it should be. That's part of this business that we're in. We're 0-4 in the league. Top 7 make the conference tournament. Right now we're on the outside looking in. So we said that to our guys. We're competitors. We feel like we can get on a streak. We can find a stretch of games where we can knock some people off. And I think this, and if we can get to the tournament, this is just me talking, and this is my dream, all right, whatever. But I feel like if we can get this figured out, we'll have been pushed to we'll have been prepared for a big tournament game. I don't care who we're playing, because we've had to work through so many challenges, whether it's off the court, on the court, that kind of stuff. So my thoughts are we just really need to find a way to get into a groove, limit mistakes, win a stretch, and then I think anything can happen because the preparation of this season will have gotten us ready. We'll be fearless going into that tournament game, no matter who we play or where we have to play. But it's going to be tough for us to get there. I understand that.
Tough for you to get there, but if you get there, you're going to be a tough out.
I agree. I don't think anybody will want to play us as whatever seed that we would be in. But at the same time, we got to go start proving it.
Okay.
All right.
Caleb, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Nick and I will be back on Monday night as the Lakers get set to take on the Kellogg Community College
Bruins.
The Bruins, thank you.
Gotcha.
My mind split there. The Bruins of Kellogg Community College will be next year at Maury Courts. Tip-off for the women's game, 5:30. Tip-off for the men's game, somewhere around 7:30. But we'll have that for you here on MAC TV Sports. For Nick Toner, for Caleb House, I'm Austin Chastain. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will talk to you again when we meet again.